quiet out there? Jakey's about to punch me up. All right, good afternoon, everyone. I'm 13 WMAZ meteorologist Alex Forbes. You are looking at the radar right now with a new severe thunderstorm warning that has been issued for Crawford, Macon, Peach, and Taylor counties. This is going to run for the next 30 minutes here. We're also monitoring this warning up in Milledgeville, just outside of Milledgeville. It includes parts of Baldwin County, but really this is going to be a Washington County warning now as the core of that storm is moving in there. The threat today, damaging winds and some large hail. So let's check out the hail and see what we're looking at here. First, let's start off on the Hancock-Washington County line. This is not as robust as it was a few minutes ago. We're now looking at hail probably just a little less than a ½ inch in diameter. There it is just south of Linton, actually just over a ½ inch in diameter. And this storm, if let's see if we can punch up the radar here. I can get the information on this warning. It's going to be moving to the southeast at about 15 miles an hour. So let's pull this out and draw this into Sandersville. All right, so let's get the leading edge there. There's going to be some rain out ahead of it, but that rain is not the severe stuff. The severe stuff is about on Deep Steps doorstep. Tabernacle about 654, Sandersville about 708, Tennille 716, and Tanner 728. All right, let's slide down here to the south. This is the new warning that was just issued moments ago. This is south and west of Macon near Reynolds, moving towards Marshallville, Crawford, Macon, Taylor, and Peach counties. And this is moving towards the southeast at 15 miles an hour as well. So let's grab this storm here. Notice how small it is. Let's see, let's go 15. So Marshallville 656, St. Louis about 717. Just for reference, you know, the rain is only about 6 miles, you know, southwest to northeast, 8 miles northeast to southwest. So not overall, not a big storm, but it's packing a punch. It shoots up real fast, and then as it collapses, which is what it's doing now, it releases any of the hail and creates the severe winds that we're seeing at parts of Taylor, Macon County, and then southern Crawford and Peach counties until 7 o'clock tonight. If you're listening to us from Bibb County, Crawford County, Taylor County, there's some storms in the area. Could these pulse up and be severe? Yes, they could. That's what we've seen through the day today. They come up real fast. I mean, an hour ago, that storm that is severe in Taylor and Macon counties was not even there. It wasn't even there 30 minutes ago. In fact, two that are catching my eye, both in Twiggs County right now, right along the Okmulgee, just to the east of Bon Air, and then another one over Danville. Both of those have the potential of going severe because that's just the atmosphere that we're working with here in central Georgia today. If I flip this over to the radar and thunderstorm energy, you will see that we have plenty of energy to go around as soon as it loads in here. Yeah, look at that. A whole lot of pink. That is some real storm food, if you will, that we're going to be working with here across central Georgia this afternoon and into the evening tonight. I guess it's evening now. Here into the night. So that's what we have going on right now. We also have more storms up to the north that we're watching, this including this line of severe storms, which actually it looks like we're about to lose the warning on this because the storms are moving outside of the warning, which is good news on that front. Hopefully they'll stay below severe limits as they slide towards central Georgia. But this is Metro Atlanta, so Gwinnett, DeKalb, Rockdale, Walton, parts of Newton County, included in that, although like I said, it looks like that is coming to an end. So for us, we've got these two warnings, Taylor and Macon counties, then we also have Baldwin County, Southern Hancock, and Washington counties. And then I am watching, you know, this to see what this does just outside of Bon Air. I'm watching this south of Jeffersonville, not too far from Dudley, moving towards Dudley. And we're going to see what we'll be able to work with. We did get some rain here at the station a few minutes ago. We're right off Gray Highway, which is right about there. And that's the storm there that rolled through here. I saw a few lightning strikes with that as well. Let's see if I can, I think we're on Facebook, so let me see if I can punch that up and see if we can get some of your questions. Let's see, it is loading. Here we go. So yeah, drop a comment. Let me know where you're watching from. Always like to know where people are. Where we're concerned right now is going to be far eastern Taylor County, northern Macon County, southwestern Peach, and far southern Crawford. That has one warning that you see on your screen right there. And then this storm, this is mainly a Washington County storm now, moving into Sandersville at about 15 miles an hour. But if I put a lapse on this, you'll see it came up and it's coming down really fast. So, you know, you might get to Sandersville and not even be severe anymore. That is what we are anticipating, at least with that storm. People checking in from Eatonton, Montezuma. Let's see what the beeping is. New warning. Yeah, so they're extending we were just talking about these storms up in Metro Atlanta. They are going to extend at least part of the warning. So northern Jasper County now in a severe thunderstorm warning that's going to carry us until 7:30. And that's going to be storms moving out of Covington towards Monticello. Those also moving to the southeast at 15. But Jasper County, technically on the fringe. Technically, we're not responsible for that county, but we do still like to cover them anyway. Give me just 1 second here. We'll see what's going on. Hello? Minutes. So that is what we're looking at. Let's see if Ben can get in. Is he here? It's done that to me before. All right. So, not much has changed in the past 30 seconds, but that warning is going to continue there for the next 20 minutes. And then, of course, watching that warning, specifically I'm talking about that one in Milledgeville, and then this warning down here also going to run until 7 o'clock. And this is the 7:30 warning towards Jasper. So I'm going to leave the radar loop running. We don't have a whole lot of new information to share with you other than these storms are beginning to fire up as we anticipated through the afternoon hours. And you can see where your location is here on the radar and see if it's moving towards you. Everything's moving southeast at about 15 miles an hour. And let's see, Soperton, Jones County, nothing in Warner Robins. Could get some storms in Warner Robins though. Roberta, Jones County, anything in Perry. Could get a storm in Perry in short order. That is possible. That is certainly possible. Bon Air to Cochrane. Yeah, there's a storm between Bon Air and Cochrane. Oh, actually, it's moving to in between Bon Air and Cochrane. The Bon Air is right there. Cochrane is here. I'm watching this storm to see if it can fire up real fast. Could get a warning on that. Watching from Byron. So in Peach County, part of Peach County is in the warning, but Byron is not. Hot and miserable in Thomaston, a little thunder. How about Soperton? Could get some storms in Soperton before all is said and done. They're very sporadic, so not guaranteed. Robbins has lightning within 5 nautical miles. Yes, that is that storm just across the Okmulgee in Twiggs County. Bernard, same with Byron. Parts of Baldwin County in a severe thunderstorm warning that has since moved out of the area, although probably did get some rain in Milledgeville. And let's see, so that's going to be potentially a new warning there, beeping. I'm not seeing anything pop up on my map, so we will see what that is. That's going to be, a severe thunderstorm watch. Okay. So we do now have a severe thunderstorm watch issued for Central Georgia. Let me see if I can pop this up. I know I've got it queued somewhere in here. There's the new watch there. So this is going to be Hancock down to Baldwin, Twiggs, Wilkinson, down to Wheeler until midnight. I don't suspect the watch does go until midnight, but I don't think it will last that long. I think they'll trim it back as we get through the night tonight, so that'll be good. But this is a new severe thunderstorm watch there. Let's see if I can load this in. Yeah, so that says until 8 p.m., but it's really going to go until midnight. Let me just pull this into the show so I can share it out on social media. There we go. All right, so again, the warnings are more concerning. Warning means it's happening now. The watch means it's could happen. So let's get this shared over here really fast. Okay, got that shared over to Facebook. Let's see, and I don't want to oversaturate it here with these warnings. So I'm going to let the radar sit here, and we're going to continue to watch things together. We'll see what we are able to fire up. All right. So we got about 15 minutes left on that warning. That was really fast typing. Well, thanks. I got to type fast. Lots of thunder in Bon Air. Adrian and Swainsboro, storms moving towards the area. At the ballpark in Warner Robins, and a delay for good reason. It looks like we've got that storm firing. Oh, so in Warner Robins, we're watching this just north of Byron for maybe a storm there, but also another storm forming just outside of Perry, south of Kathleen. This is going to be right along 129 near Clinchfield. So getting lightning from the storm and twigs, that one and the one to the north in Byron there at the ballpark. It does look like. It's really interesting to me that the storm out here near Louisville does not have a warning on it, but this one in Baldwin, Hancock, Washington still does. Let's look and see how the hail is in that one. Yeah, it looks like that warrants a warning too. That is over an inch. Or that's right at an inch. So if you're watching us by chance from Louisville, up there in Jefferson County, looks like some hail just to the north of there. I wouldn't be surprised if we see another warning pop up right there in the next few minutes. Let's check out the hail and these. Looks like some pretty good hail. Actually severe hail at that point where Peach, Crawford, Taylor, and Macon County come together, where it's kind of, the awkward jumbled mess in here. Right there, that's that 1 inch hail size. This is on the cusp right there. So this is moving into Macon County towards Marshallville. So some severe hail moving into Marshallville right now is the message. Nickel-sized hail in Reynolds, heard thunder in Bleckley County. Just had a flashback to computer class in high school. Yeah, that's the funny thing is in middle school we took a computer literacy class, and one of the things was we learned how to do was to type fast. So it's stuck with me ever since. Something that's really grabbing my eye up here, let me bring this up to Atlanta. This is Newton County, so moving into Jasper, that is some very large hail. That is $1 and some change, or dollar, a quarter and some change, quarter inch hail, and that's going to be moving into Jasper County, and there is a warning up there right now, northern Jasper. So yeah, that is the plan. So the Crawford, Macon, Taylor warning, that's going to run until 7. So is that Baldwin, well, technically Baldwin's in it, but really the Washington County warning, that's going to run until 7. Then this Jasper one is going to run a little longer, and I suspect of those 3, that's the most likely one to be extended. But we're also watching, that storm just outside of Dublin. Some more dinging. I think that's the watch again. Well, watching that storm outside of Dublin. We'll see if that one can do anything. Come up real fast. Oh, there's the Jefferson warning. So that clips parts of Washington County. That's what I was just talking about a few minutes ago. Remember, we were looking at the hail size on that, and it was kind of up there. Yeah, so that's what that is. That is what that is. Let's go big picture. Let it rain, 50% off gas coupons, please. I could get on board with that one. Although I'd say here on Gray Highway, it's cheaper the past few days. I think we're down to like $4.19, $4.11, something like that. On the Lizella side of Crawford, starting to get dark and hearing some thunder in the distance. Yeah, so that's going to be south of you there. A lot of thunder 3 miles north of Fort Valley. Yep, I got a few storms in the area. You're probably hearing the storm that's south of Fort Valley, but also one to the north as well. Let's see. Checking in with the chat. Yeah, so the National Weather Service, their biggest concern right now is this storm. Oh, what's that? It's a new warning here, so they're continuing this for Washington County now for the next 40 minutes, 40-ish minutes. So that's going to run until 7:30. That one's more of a wind warning than a hail warning. The hail size not all that great there. Let's see. There's another ding. I don't know what that ding was. All right, so this warning is set to expire at 7. I suspect it will be extended here shortly. I really do. I think it'll include Peach, extreme southern Crawford, Macon certainly, and parts of Houston County, Perry, and south towards Henderson. If you're watching from Baldwin County or southern Hancock County, we are all clear there. There is no need to be concerned with this stuff. So we'll just pretend like that's not there. You know, this is where the severe part of the storm is here, moving into Sandersville, and this is that new warning, like that. And then this one, obviously, most of the Washington County is clipped by this warning, but most of this, that is moving that way. I know those arrows don't make sense. Hold on, I can get an actual, it's moving like that. In fact, I can just put a loop on it. So there's that one, and then there's this here in Sandersville. The severe stuff is right in there, and that's moving down like that towards Tennell and towards Harrison. So yeah, and this one's catching my eye too. This is Bleckley County moving into northern Dodge and Lawrence County. That's going to be this area right in here. That storm looks like it's coming up fast. In fact, we can look at it in 3D. Let's do that. Yeah. Wow, look how fast that shot up. So that's the storm just north of Eastman here. Also, I mean, just out of my eye, this storm that's moving into Jasper County, really big. It's got a good, what we call core with it, which means the inside of the storm is solid. It's, if you want the storm to live, it's doing that, essentially. So just kind of a quick check on things. That's so in the next 5 minutes, we'll lose this warning for Baldwin, Hancock, Washington. We'll lose Crawford, Macon, Peach, Taylor. This Washington County one will stick with us until 7:30, and then this one coming out of Metro Atlanta, that runs until 7:30. I don't think we will be done with warnings at 7:30, though. I think that we will continue to see extensions as we head into the next little bit. Just some notes out of Atlanta today, some damage with these storms that are moving in. We saw downed trees in Norcross and Suwannee. That's Gwinnett County up there, just north of Atlanta. Also in Walton County, trees down. That's not far outside of our area. In Loganville. Cobb County, near Mount Bethel. I know exactly where that is. Cherokee County. Arabia Mountain. Forsyth County, that's where I'm from. Quarter-sized hail at the Mr. Clean Car Wash on Highway 20. And one injury when a tree fell on a mobile home off Victoria Road near Bells Ferry Road. And Walton County, some damage there at a youth community, specifically on youth. Oh, I think that's the name of an area, not necessarily a place. Youth Monroe Road and Highway 81. So that's this storm here. Yeah, I'm not liking the hot weather either. The natural air conditioning needs to come back. The good news is, Savannah, the humidity will significantly go down for the weekend. Tomorrow, a front rolls through, and we're really going to notice it on Sunday. Sunday is going to be the day to notice it. Pea-sized hail and deep step, thunder and lightning on the western end of Washington County. Sirens in Fort Valley. I hope there are not sirens going off in Fort Valley. If there are, there shouldn't be. Sherry, pass the word along if there are sirens in Fort Valley that they should not be going off. This is a new severe thunderstorm warning for Bleckley, Dodge, and Lawrence. Like I was talking about, we've been watching the storm for the past few minutes, and sure enough, it has reached severe limits. So this is going to be Outside of Cochrane, outside of Dublin, it's going to include Dexter. That's going to be the main area in this. Right now it's between Dudley and Cary, right in here. But moving towards Dexter, and the motion on this is going to be southeast at 15 once again. So let's draw that out, and that's what that does. Lawrence Hill 701, Dexter 728, Rent 748, and Cadwell, that's going to be 756. All right, so we're coming up on 7. We'll see if they do anything with this warning. Oh, and there it goes. That was that Crawford, Taylor, Macon, Peach warning. Looks like it may have fallen below severe limits. Don't know what that ding was. Okay, so where things stand now, we've got a warning for parts of Washington County. Oh, that's what that ding was. This is or that ding. Putnam and Jasper counties. This is a new warning until 7:45. Monticello and Eatonton. This storm has packed a punch. It has caused damage and it is producing large hail. If you are in Putnam or Jasper counties, something to watch. This one's moving southeast at 20. So there's the timing on that. I'm checking in to see. I'm looking at some of the details on the storm on one of our other systems here, and I'm concerned for it, for Jasper and Putnam counties specifically. Hold on, I'm just trying to get some more information right now. So if you are in Monticello, if you're in Eatonton, if you have cars outside, I'd recommend taking your cars inside. Try to get them under cover because this is some large hail. Moving into Jasper County at the moment. So Jasper, Putnam, Washington, Bleckley, Dodge, and Lawrence counties are all of our counties where at least part of the county is in a warning. They all go until, so I think the Washington goes to 7:30, and then these two go to 7:45. Bleckley, Dodge, Lawrence, and then Jasper, Putnam. Those go until 7:45 tonight. So if we could just move these storms right along, and really once the sun sets, we'll really begin to catch a break here in central Georgia, so that'll be welcome. Let's see, strong winds moving into Monticello. Let's check out the winds. Oh yeah, hello. let me turn off the warning here and see if we can query some of this. So this is moving into downtown Monticello. That's 60-mile-an-hour winds. This is going to be a few thousand feet up, so they could be a little stronger at the surface. There's 50. There's 61. So yeah, if you are in Monticello, this is a wind and hail event right in this area. So heads up Jones County. This thing is moving towards Jones County. It's moving towards Baldwin County. It's moving towards Milledgeville. Milledgeville had a storm earlier, or it was on the fringe of a storm. This one is coming down in its wake. Let's see, we've got a fair amount of wind there. Northern Bleckley County moving towards Dexter into Lawrence and far northern Dodge County. And then, of course, we have this warning in Sandersville. The wind, not impressive. The storm itself, let's see, not what it was, that's for sure. The hail size, there's still some hail there, but not severe. So maybe that storm is finally collapsing there in Washington County, and we can put that one to bed. And just a reminder, if you're just joining us, we do now have a new severe thunderstorm watch. Here are the details on that. It's going to run until midnight, and it's going to include Hancock, Baldwin, Wilkinson, Washington, Johnson, Lawrence, Treutlen, Wheeler, and Montgomery counties. And that is going to run until midnight tonight. And that sounds like a new warning, potentially. Oh, let's see what the dinging was. They're continuing the warning for Jasper, Morgan, and Newton, 60-mile-an-hour winds and quarter-sized hail. Moving southeast at 30, so that one's picking up speed. What they did was update the motion on this one about like this. Let's see if we can get down to 30. So that's what to expect. So Milledgeville, about an hour away now. There we go. That is the timing on that one. Quick storm just came through Danville. Yep, we were looking at that on the radar. Very windy in Byron. Yes. Thunder in Byron. Hailing in Byron. Let's go look at the hail in Byron. Let's see. How big is the hail in Byron? Yep, picking it up there. Also some hail just outside of Fort Valley. Also seeing some develop there in southern Houston, northern Pulaski. The largest hail, though, is in Washington County right now. This is going to be right near Hyde-Rich and Davisboro, along Georgia Highway 24, moving into Jefferson County. Yeah, I'm kind of surprised. I mean, the storm here in northern Macon County in Marshallville, I'm not seeing anything that jumps out at me as like, oh, it's a severe thunderstorm, but it's packing a good punch. Certainly. Packing a good punch. And there's that new warning, like I was just talking about. So Peach County, outside of Fort Valley, or very close to Fort Valley, actually. Far southern Crawford and Macon County. That's going to run for 12 minutes? Huh. No, 22 minutes. Math, it's hard. Thanks for the rain in Fort Valley. Well, Tim, you just got a warning to go with it. Hope that's, well, I don't think you asked for the warning, but the rain will be welcome. Let's see. This storm is moving at 60-mile-an-hour winds, 1-inch hail, southeast at 25. So that's going to bring it into Houston. It's going to come down about like that. So Perry about 735. Let me make sure I got the motion on that correct. Yeah. Perry 735. Elko 743. Unadilla 749. Browndale 759 is the timing on that. It does appear. That is how it looks to be shaping up. In fact, I could probably adjust it a little. Hold on. Oop. There, let's put it about like that. There's some better times for you. So Peach and Houston, hold on. Oh, I think it's this northern storm. Yep. They just put a significant weather advisory on the storm outside of Byron, moving towards Warner Robins. This is going to be really right along that stretch, 75, that's at Peach. So Highway 96 up towards the connector, Watson Boulevard. So Watson Boulevard runs across right through there. There's that interchange. So Bucky's is down here. This is moving right towards Bucky's and into Houston County. 41, of course, the county line right through there. So this is headed down towards Lakejoy Road, Houston Lake Road, that general area down in here. That's going to be for a strong storm. And it looks like that this one is also developing some hail. In fact, we're looking at hail in Peach County right now that is, generally speaking, about a ½ inch in diameter. That's going to be moving into Warner Robins and Centerville here in the next few minutes as that continues to track to the south and to the east. So quick recap, we've got this warning in Washington County. That's going to run until 7:30. We've got this warning for Bleckley, Dodge, and Lawrence. That one's going to run until 7:45. And then this one over here in Peach and Macon counties, as well as extreme southern Crawford County, although they're really not in. If you're in Crawford County, majority of the county is okay. That one's going to run until 7:30 here in central Georgia. And then far eastern Washington County, mainly Jefferson County. The severe elements of that storm are in Jefferson County, but the warning is clipping Washington. That's going to run here for the next 15 minutes as well. And this is going to be the story as we head through the night tonight. We're just going to see these warnings keep firing up. I mean, I'm just looking out here in Augusta. The first time I'm noticing these, all of them have warnings now. This is near Waynesboro. Augusta is right there where it says Friday. And those are going to continue to move to the south and east. All right, I'm going to take a quick break here, and I'll be back on in just a moment. Oh, I know. Oh, yeah. It's hit or miss across the area. All right, everyone. So, I haven't had any changes in the warning since we last talked, but it's, you know, things are chugging along this afternoon, so we're just going to keep an eye on things. Oh, what's that dinging? What is it? I don't know what that dinging was. I'm not seeing anything in the chat. Yeah, we've had these mysterious dingings the past few weeks. We got to get those ironed out and see what's up with those. Let's see. See how much rain we picked up. Let's see if I can last 3 hours. Generally speaking, less than an inch, except for out here in Washington County, over an inch, between an inch and a half near Sandersville. And that's about it. Did pick up a good bit of rain here in Macon. This is going to be really right between 475 and 75 on the south side. Rainfall total is estimated to be right around 2 inches. That color table is off. Okay, so maybe we have picked up some good rain. Let's see what's up with that color table. Let's see. Oh, that's the wrong button. That's also the wrong button. Yeah, I'm not sure what's up with that, but it does look like we picked up a good amount of rain there in Macon. Close to 2 inches is what this is estimating. In that case, let's see what this is out in Washington County. It's probably more. That's 2.3 inches. So yeah. If you have a rain gauge at your house, let me know how much rain you got, because I'm curious to know if that's correct. I am leaning to think towards not. Dublin, a storm on the east side of you, that's moving away, and then also a severe storm to your southwest that should pass to your south and move towards Cadwell. Parts of Lawrence County is in that severe warning. Most of it is not, though. Only about a quarter of the county is. And this is going to be a new warning for Johnson and Washington counties. That's going to run us until 8 for the storm moving out of Sandersville. It's also going to include Jefferson, but we're technically not responsible for Jefferson. Nothing in Lizella, says Gail. At least for the moment. Actually, I think Lizella is going to be quiet through the night tonight. I think we're done there. Hey, let's check out the temperatures. See what this has done to the temperatures. All right, so we've got 88 in Butler, 93 in Roberta, 95 in Warner Robins, 97 still in Dublin, so not a whole lot. But the feels like temperatures, I think we'll be able to see it a little bit more. Yeah, mainly up there in Washington and Jefferson County. Still hot most spots, but yeah, we'll take what we can get, right? And that's the thing with these storms is once it rains, it's not going to do anything to the humidity, but it'll bring the actual air temperature down, and that'll be welcome here. All right, let's flip this back over to the radar. Are these storms going to be popping up most of the night? No, once we lose the sun, they'll begin to go back down. Dublin tonight, perhaps a storm, watching one fire in Wilkinson. That can make its way towards Dublin. New Home, all good in New Home right now. And it's not just us today. Let me zoom this out and show you the southeast. Look at this. From the Virginia state line down through central Georgia, actually into Alabama. All of this. Almost a steady line of severe thunderstorm warnings. So really, once we get this axis here, it's about like that. Once we get that out of here, we will just be looking at this storm, I think. And that's going to go like Baldwin, Washington, Johnson, down like that. So we're hoping to put the warnings to bed here soon. I don't think we're going to have a whole lot of luck in doing it, but hey, we'll try. We'll certainly try. That's the other thing. If you see anything happening in your area, be sure to take a picture and send it to us. You can text them to us. You can send it to my Facebook page. You can send it to the 13 page. Mount Vernon, all this is moving in the general direction. Mount Vernon. Warner Robins, storms to the south now. I think we're clearing out. No power near Lake Sinclair. Well, there's another storm on the way. So be forewarned. There's another storm headed toward Lake Sinclair as we speak. Cynthia. Small hail, Warner Robins off Lake Joy. Not surprised. Starting to see that storm pop up. And Rents, watching a storm. This storm that is, here. I'd say it's moving in the general direction of Rents. Although it looks like it's falling apart. Look at that. It is losing it. And that's the story with these. They pulse up and they come down real fast. You were talking about hail near Lake Joy. I mentioned that about 10, 15 minutes ago as a possibility. This is that, essentially. Let's see if I can get Lake Joy Road to come up. Maybe. No. Nope, hold on. Okay. New severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to include all of Jones, all of Baldwin, and most of Hancock. We were just talking about Lake Sinclair. If you know anybody out on the lake, they need to get off the lake right now. I think the box is actually probably a little generous. I think we're mostly okay in gray right now and Round Oak. This is going to slide to the north. Let's see if I can get some details on this warning really fast. This is going to be southeast at 25. So let's draw the severe stuff southeast at 25. There we go. So if I had to draw my warning, if you got an Alex severe thunderstorm warning, it would look, I'm going to do this in an orange box, it would look something like this right now. Right? So, you know, this part of Jones County, that's right in here in the warning. I think you're mostly okay. I know you're in the warning, but I think you're okay. Also, you get up towards Hancock County, towards Sparta. Sparta's like right on the edge of the warning. I think you're okay there. It's really this leading line right here that's bowing out like that, and it's moving towards Lake Sinclair and Milledgeville. So, Cynthia, I know you were watching in Milledgeville. You've got a storm on the way, and I know you don't have power, so might delay that even more. 15, 20 minutes left in Dublin. Let's go look at Dublin. And it looks like there's this one in Wilkinson. So I'd say over the next hour, you have the chance for a storm, Michael. Over the next hour. Wrightsville, pretty good storm rolling into Wrightsville. Chester, let's go look at, I think we're pretty much okay in Chester. See, you're in the warning, but it's fallen off, so I wouldn't be worried in Chester. Wrightsville, we were just looking at a few minutes ago. I would be watching the storm moving in. Hawkinsville, got a storm on your doorstep. That's currently not severe. Wind is up in Kathleen, and the rain is really starting to come down, says Tina. Yep, this is the storm in Houston that's beginning to fire up. In fact, I would say I would not be surprised if we see a warning pop up on this here in a few minutes. So mark my words, this storm between Warner Robins and Bon Air, I would take a bet that we would see a warning with that in the next 10 minutes. Lightning in Perry, says Jennifer. Byron could use the rain. Lots of wind in Perry. Let's punch up the Perry Skycam, why don't we? In fact, let's see what's punched up right now. This is going to be Macon. Let's come here to Perry. Oh, I didn't mean to hit that button. Hold on. So that's looking towards the clock tower. Let's turn this. Where should we look? Hold on. Let's see where we should look in Perry. We should look across the interstate. So we're going to spin it on around. There's a storm down there. Oh, look at the flags. They are blowing. Okay, so this is kind of neat. Let's see if it'll let me. It won't let me draw on it. Obviously, that's not Macon. What if I open it? It'll let me draw on it here. Maybe. Well, we'll makeshift draw on it. Okay, here's an arrow that I can mess with. Okay, so we got this rain shaft. That's right there. Got another one right here, and then the bigger stuff is out over here. Hope you enjoyed my makeshift arrow. Let's see what that beeping was. We're just going to be beeping all night tonight. Lawrence, Montgomery, Treutlen, and Wheeler counties. You've got a severe thunderstorm warning now. Let's see. All right, so this storm just south of Dublin. That's moving towards Alamo, Mount Vernon. That has gone severe. The lightning has just really ramped up. And what did I say? I said I'd take a bet that we'd see a warning with Bleckley, Houston, Pulaski, and Twiggs in the next 10 minutes. I think that was probably 3 or 4. So Bon Air, Kathleen, all in a severe thunderstorm warning now. That is going to run us until 8:15, and that is going to be for 60-mile-an-hour winds and penny-sized hail, moving southeast at 20. So let's get some roads in here. This is going to be right along Highway 96. This is right over the Stadium's Landing neighborhood right now, moving towards the Okmulgee River. Also watching this. It's going to really ride right down 129 into Kathleen. So we're talking about Eastwick Drive, Chevron Drive, Houston Lake Road, Beaver Creek Road, in areas along and south of Highway 96 right now. And that's going to move, let's see if we can get a track on this. What did I say, southeast at 20? Southeast at 20. So Kathleen about 7:39. Oh, another one. Hold on. Oh, I don't know what that was. There's not another one. Cochrane, 8:17. Bailey's Park, 8:29. And that's if it makes it there. I mean, we saw that storm that popped up near Danville, and it has just collapsed. And it still technically has a warning. So this is the crazy thing. You look next door at this warning over here. It is barely raining inside the warning. That runs technically until 7:45. Another new warning. This is going to be for Emmanuel County. It's just outside of Swainsboro. So, you know, I think this is going to just be what we do for the next few hours, is just, you know, draw warnings everywhere. For good reason. I mean, these storms are severe, don't get me wrong. But it's going to be right along this line and to the south. So if you are south of this line where I'm drawing this arrow, you have a pretty good chance of seeing a warning at some point in the next little bit. And then we're going to throw the additional storm here that's up in Jasper and Eatonton right now. If you are in, you know, this general area, you could see another round before all is said and done tonight. So one of those nights here in central Georgia, one of ththose nights. Let's see. How about Putnam County? All of Putnam County is in a warning. You should not be outside in Putnam County. Chris? Collinsworth with the nice arrow. Thank you. I worked hard on it. Hope all is well back there in production right now. Pretty good hail in Warner Robins. That's that new warning we were just talking about. Thundering and twigs on Sagoda Road. So you're hearing the storm to the south there. 96 and Moody, Darlene. Well, you got a warning there. Marianne says wicked lightning in Bon Air. Kathleen is getting hammered. Code red warnings on my phone. I don't know what a code red is, but there's a severe thunderstorm warning. Tina. And that warning, that severe thunderstorm warning, that's going to be for mainly the wind there. Let's check in on the hail. I don't think we're going to see much. Losing the heating of the day. Oh, okay, I take that back. Hold on. That is jumping out at me as severe hail. So Lawrence County, south of Interstate 16, south of Dublin. We do have some pretty large hail there. And then also I want to go back down to Macon County. So there's that. That's going to move into Trutland, near Lothar and Soperton, I think, if it can sustain itself. That's the thing. Also some pretty good hail between Montezuma and Byramville right now. That's right along Georgia Highway 90. Throw that up there. That's an inch in diameter. Also, we were talking about Bon Air and Kathleen. That is some hail. That is just north of 96 and 129. This is Statham's Landing. Statham's Landing is right there. So this is Statham's Landing. That's going to be Old Hawkinsville Road through there. Near Bon Air. Bon Air Elementary School is over here. The base, the southern end of the base is right there. Shay saying hail and extreme wind in Bon Air. Yep, that's what we were just looking at. Just a sprinkle at the Glen Echo subdivision in Centerville. It looks like the majority of that's going to miss you, Joe. Rain and bad lightning west of Perry, says Phyllis. Yep, this is that severe warning. So yeah, two storm clusters. Let me turn off the lightning here and we can talk about it. So 129 runs up through here like that, right? So you got one storm on the east side, another storm on the west side, and they're both moving to the southeast at about 20. And you saw how quickly they came up, and they will most likely quickly come down as well. So we've got this, we've got, okay, this is comical now. I have to take a screenshot of this. It is barely raining inside this warning now. Hold on. Let's take the screenshot so we can frame it. That's these summertime storms. I suspect just by looking at this one, well, that one's actually picking up. Starting to see some more development in Macon and Dublin counties. Let's see if we can get, if you're seeing hail south of Montezuma, can you let me know? Hailing on Lake Joy Road in Warner Robins. Some are walking and pouring down sweat just like the rain. Yep, pretty close to it. Raining and sun shining at 96 in Moody. I'm really curious as to what's going on here between Montezuma and Byramville. I think we could be looking at some pretty large hail. I might mention that here in the chat. And there's the warning on it, just as I was typing. Okay, so no need to send that. Dublin and Macon County until 8:15 for large hail. I am just predicting all these warnings tonight. Southfield Plantation and Bon Air, the wind is terrible. Basketball hoops are down and things are blowing around. Cami, if you can take a picture and send it to me, that'd be greatly appreciated. You can send it to the 13 page. You can send it to my Facebook page, or you can text it to us. I forget the number. Hold on. I think it's 478-752-1309. Yes, that is it. You can text it to 478-752-1309. Hail in Dublin, that possibly south of Dublin, south of 16 in Lawrence County. That is possible. Michael, 10 of 10 on predicting alerts. Well, that's what I went to school for, so I hope I can at least do it. Sunny with thunder, no rain in Warner Robins. Yeah, it's all like along and south of 96, Nikki. Hail and Bon Air. We were just looking at that. Everything good on Lake Joy Road in Warner Robins. Sun just came out. Means the temperature is going to start warming back up. Is Gray affected? So for Gray, you're in a warning, but I think the storm is going to miss you. We were looking at that a few minutes ago. Let's check in on it again, right? So the storm is moving kind of like this, southern bound, northern bound, but all of Jones County was included in that warning. I would be not concerned in Gray. You probably just got a pretty good breeze. I see an outflow boundary that is right there. There's an outflow boundary moving down like that. What was that ding? Is that another new warning? Let's see. I don't know what that was. I don't have a new warning. Let's see what we got going on over here. What about Dublin tonight? Potentially one more storm and then you'll be done. Lots of strong wind in Haddock, says Judy. So Haddock, you're probably getting the outflow boundary. Okay, I don't know what this dinging is. Oh, expires, Bleckley, Dodge Lawrence. Okay, good. Yeah, it's not raining there anymore. Okay, Haddock, I wanted to go up here. So what I want to show you about Haddock is the strong wind. That's the outflow boundary that we were talking about with the storm, but something that has caught my eye. And in fact, I can probably tilt this up on end and we can look at it. So the top of this storm is being pushed faster than the actual storm itself, right? You can kind of see that right in there. And because of that, we've gotten a lightning strike just north of Gordon. And if I pull this back up like this, we're talking about lightning now that is happening 15, 13 miles away from the storm. So if you are outside in Jones County, if you are in a 20-mile radius, right, I would not be outside. If you're at the pool, I'd get out of the water. I had to do that the other day. We were at the pool in Macon, and the storm that was coming out of Jones County went into Monroe County. It technically didn't come to us in Macon, but we could hear the thunder, and there was lightning striking out ahead of it, so we had to take precautions ourselves. Nothing in Baldwin County on Kitchens Road. Well, I think you've got some stuff coming. Heavy rain, Kathleen, 441, Lake Sinclair. Super windy, dark clouds. There is a severe thunderstorm about to roll over Lake Sinclair. Large hail in Putnam. Yep, that storm has had an extensive history of producing that as well. Any storms tonight in Macon? I think we're done in Macon. Nothing in Twigs near Segota Road. Distant thunder. Did it miss us? Yes, it did. I didn't know you could go to school to predict weather alerts. Well, no, that's not exactly how that works. You go to school to predict the weather, but the same people who issue the alerts are sitting next to me in that class, or in all the classes for that matter. Windy and raining in Wrightsville. It's a severe storm pushing in. Darlene saying the lightning was neat. It's neat, but it's dangerous. Twigs near Segota, will it miss us? Yes. Sprinkling in sun in Kathleen now as the storm moves away. Michael said he was never into weather, and then Ben and I came along. Thank you. Well, absolutely. Weather, see, the thing about weather is that it affects everyone. Michelle, is it moving south then? Yes, southeast. Any more storms hitting the Ocmulgee River on Highway 96? Once that one moves out of there, we should be good for the night. Traveling from Gray to Covington, what are you looking at running into? Should be okay as long as you don't go through Milledgeville. You shouldn't go through Milledgeville if you're going to Covington, but it should be okay. Or Eatonton. Don't go through Eatonton. I guess you would go through Eatonton if you're going to... Well, no, because Covington's over here. Yep, there it is. Should be good. Great, Covington. Pictures sent from Dexter, says Amanda. Thank you for sending those. I will be on the lookout. Dell saying it missed again. Thunder all around, but no rain. So you're stuck with the hot, high humidity. That's the other thing. So even if it doesn't rain, if you get caught or clipped by one of those outflow boundaries, it could still help cool down your air temperature. Patricia saying hello from Adrian. Hope all is well down there. Weather is scary and amazing. Love to watch live. It's an adrenaline rush. Absolutely. That's what we're here for. That is what we are here for. Super dark and loud at the Milledgeville Airport and windy. That is the severe storm moving in. Cami saying picture sent, thank you. Tornado in Milledgeville. There is not a tornado in Milledgeville. There's a severe thunderstorm. That is, we're not looking at any kind of tornado threat today. Really bad winds and lightning, southern Putnam near Lake Sinclair. Winds blowing stuff everywhere. Yeah. That is a safe bet. I'm running over here to our Facebook page to see if I can see some of these pictures. Cami, Bonaire. Oh, yeah, that is a blown over basketball post and some flooding. Thank you for sending those. What else we got? Hail off Lakejoy Road in 96. Chesley, Deep Step. Wow, look how the hail is very circular. That's really cool. Thank you for sending those, Chelsea. Marble-sized hail, Highway 96 and Kathleen. That was a few minutes ago from John. All right. What is all this beeping? We are going to, okay. So ending the warning for Bleckley, Dodge, Lawrence, continuing for Bleckley, Houston, Pulaski, Twiggs, and continuing for Lawrence, Montgomery, Trutland, and Wheeler. Those will all carry us to 8:15. So for the next 30 minutes is what it will carry us to. Amanda, I got your pictures, thank you, from East Dublin. West of Perry is clearing up. Nothing left at 96 and Moody except for thunder to the east-southeast. Sun is shining. Windy and thunder and love it. Will this come to McRae? It's possible McRae gets missed, but the boundary itself will come through McRae. Whether or not you see a storm, that's a little up in the air. It's hot at the state park. I imagine so. Yep, winds up to 40 miles an hour on Kitchens Road in Baldwin County now. Thank you for keeping us informed. Absolutely. Starting to get cloudy and some wind on 86, says Faith. What's up? Lella's in Eatonton. You probably just had a storm go through there. Not probably. You did just have a storm go through there. What about Gray? We're all good in Gray. Could get struck by lightning in Gray. I would not be outside in Gray right now. You're not all good. I shouldn't say that. But the storm is going to go to the north. But we were just talking about how this one lightning strike is out ahead of it. So it's possible to get some lightning in Gray right now, even though the storm is up here. Because the top of the storm is being pushed away. In fact, we can look at that again. The top of the storm is being pushed out ahead of it. So if I come down here and go like this and tilt this on end, you'll be able to see like a lightning strike if it wants to. It can go from the top, say it originates from up here, it could strike down like that, and that's why we have that lightning strike right there. So if I tilt this back up, well, it's not going to stick. But you see what I mean. You know, it's like it's a right triangle. You go over, you go up, and then you get a lightning strike down, essentially. How much longer in Eatonton? About 15 minutes. There was no tornado in Milledgeville. There's a storm in Milledgeville, but not a tornado. Cochran checking in. All right, so not a whole lot changing. We're just going to keep on watching things here. I'll put the radar here on a loop. All right, let's see. Lights are flickering. Crooked Creek area of Eatonton. Love the sound of thunder, though. Hopefully it'll be out of there soon. Anything building... Oops, where'd it go? Building behind what we have later on tonight. No, the storm in Baldwin County is going to be the last one, I think. Hail off North Columbia by Lake Sinclair. Have we talked to Courtney since she joined the Weather Channel staff? We have, and she is loving it up there. Sheets of rain in northern Baldwin County. No power, says Teresa. Wrightsville, storm moving through. It's going to take a minute there in Wrightsville. Diane, Gray, got the lightning threat for probably 30 more minutes. McCrae, got it, Deshaun. Hale and Pinehurst. Kite, nothing pressing in Kite at the moment. You got a storm rolling in, but it's not, you're outside of the warning there in Kite. Pam. Lost power on the lake in 212. Power gone in Pinehurst. Getting very dark in Dublin. Could do one more storm in Dublin. The storm in Wilkinson County is trying to pulse up, coming across the Lawrence County line. I really think this storm in or really south of Warner Robins, moving towards Bleckley County is our most intense right now. If I do a lightning tracker on this, it is insane. In fact, you know what? Let me turn the Perry Skycam around because this will be really interesting to watch. Let's go back towards the clock tower. And come up here. I suspect we are going to get a good lightning show out of this. Of course, with the sun there in the foreground. Wow, look how dark the skies are back there. And the sun has not set yet. Obviously, as you can tell by the daylight. I just goes to tell you how dark the skies are. I think we're all good in Fort Valley for the night. No power off Merriweather and Milledgeville. Really bad weather just came through Bon Air. Power out on Highway 22 East. Don't see any lightning just yet. There's some light. Nope, that's not lightning. I was looking at a screen that's flickering over there. Really quick, we'll come back to this in just a second, but I want to do a query on how much lightning we're looking at down there. It's going to be, that's not 4 lightning strikes. Hold on. Oops. That warning was just updated. We'll come down to that in a second. That is 300 lightning strikes just south of Bon Air in the last 15 minutes. All right, so they've taken Macon County out of this warning for good reason. Lots of lightning in Byramville right now. And then Lawrence County. So that warning goes away in a few minutes. I don't think they'll reissue that, at least initially. I think they'll at least let it go for now. This one goes for the next little while. It looks like the storm over Lake Sinclair is finally starting to die down, which is welcome news because it's done a number, especially areas to our north. So really it's going to be these 3 storms that we'll be watching for the remainder of the night, and then hopefully we'll be done. So Dooley County, Houston County, and Lawrence County right now, all of those sliding to the southeast. And then we of course, we still have Hancock and Baldwin, but I think the storm is weakening there. Dublin, got another hour and a half. We need to get this storm through there, and then we'll give the all clear there. There is a lot of lightning in Kathleen off Lake Joy Road. Wind is high in Haddock. Live near Lake Sinclair, wind is better, just lightning. Well, what'd y'all have for dinner tonight? I had Chick-fil-A. losing out things to talk about. So yeah, those 3 storms, and I mean really those 4. We're still watching that Hancock Baldwin County one, but yeah, I mean Jones County was in that warning, and they got like 2.5 drops of rain. That warning was way too big. Looks like over towards Metter and Bullitt County, that storm that's moving out of Emmanuel, that could. No, it looks like it's pulsing back up, headed towards Statesboro, or it's just south of Statesboro. Man, but look up here on the Savannah River. Go head up towards Waynesboro. Oops. Look at the lightning in this stuff. Over 1,000 lightning strikes. Wow. Be glad you're not there. Just south of Augusta. Anna had spaghetti for dinner. Very windy and raining hard in Wrightsville. Yeah, that's that. I think we'll lose that warning there, though. Jeff had hamburgers. Ooh, I could go for a hamburger. Although I'm not really hungry right now. See what this is. All right, so we're coming up on 8 o'clock. At 8 o'clock, we're going to lose this warning for Washington, Johnson, and Jefferson counties. I don't think that's going to be reissued initially. At 8:15, we are slated to lose this warning. The winds are still strong. I think we could see that reissued. The hail is currently over Lake Sinclair as we speak. Down to the south. That goes till 8:15. Bleckley, Houston, Pulaski, Twiggs will likely be reissued. Lawrence, Montgomery, Trutland, and Wheeler likely reissued. Dooley likely reissued for Dooley, Crisp, Wilcox, and Pulaski. Oh, maybe not Pulaski. They could be left out of that. I don't think it needs to be issued for Pulaski. I mean, northern Pulaski with this storm coming out of Houston. A lot of lightning. You know what? Let's go back to Perry. Let's go look at Perry. I forgot to watch this. Hold on. Zoom it out. Turn it a little more this way. Storm is just electric. I'd love to have the lightning strike data for the Lake Joy area. Well, I was looking for some lightning, but let's go. Specifically Lake Joy. I went to the wrong area. Hold on. So let me just draw a box north-south. There, so that's going to be right when it was right over Lake Joy. That's going to be 7:38. That would have been 24 lightning strikes there. Lost power, Jefferson Street in Milledgeville, high winds and thunder. What is that? It's going to be nothing. Milledgeville, strong winds moving in towards you right now. Let's go look at that. Yeah, so those winds are out ahead of the storm. No, it's not. I had that backed up. Strong winds moving into Milledgeville. And then into Washington County. That's moving towards Sandersville. All right, so 8 o'clock, we have lost this warning for Washington, Johnson, and who else? Jefferson was in it. Hopefully we can keep it that way. A good sign that the storm has gone below severe limits. Hopefully we can get the rest of these storms below severe limits and call it a night. Cross your fingers and your toes. Dooley, yep, pretty good storm down there. Melissa can do without the wind. Crazy how we can be in the same city with different weather. Yep, welcome to Georgia. Milledgeville, so lots of power outages in Milledgeville, it sounds like. All right, so a new severe thunderstorm warning. This is going to be Washington, Hancock, Baldwin, and Wilkinson. There you go there, until 8:45. No power on the edge of Washington and Baldwin County. Sounds like a train running through our area, says Yvonne. Charlie asking where she's at. I'd like to know too, if you don't mind sharing. Just a city. And like I was saying earlier, you can send pictures to us. You can post them in the 13 WMAZ Weather Network Facebook group. I'm scrolling through that at the moment. Some pretty good hail earlier off Fagan Mill Road in Warner Robins. Thanks to Josh for sending that. Let's see. Getting torn up at Pinehurst. What about Gordon? Gordon will be right on the edge of that storm. I think we're okay there, though. Be careful with some lightning, though. Even if it doesn't rain, you can still see some lightning. No power going towards Sparta between Highway 22 and 24 out on Pebble Hill. Hayesville is off of power, had hail early. Still have power 24 near Deep Step. Well, count your blessings because it's hot outside. Quiet now in Crooked Creek, area Lake Sinclair. Lights are still on. No power, high winds going on Deep Step, Milledgeville area. Looks like it's passing there now, moving towards Washington. Let's see. Power lines down on Sparta Highway, Lover's Lane in Milledgeville. Milledgeville Mall area is out of power. Amanda asking how long it should last when it storms in your area. It's about 20-30 minutes. All right, new severe thunderstorm warning. Crisp and Dooley, so we're going to continue this one until 9. And some good news, the heat advisory has been expired. Let's check in on that. Yep, we are outside of it. I don't think it'll be reissued tomorrow either. So some good news there. I think they're going to reissue this Houston one here in a moment too for Bleckley, Pulaski, into Dodge. Byron is in the clear. So I'm waiting to see if we'll get this extension here for Houston. That's going to run here for the next, so that warning is set to run for the next 5 minutes, but I think we'll get an extension on that. Good news is I do think we'll lose the Lawrence County warning. I don't think that will be reissued. So just to recap, Dooley and Crisp until 8:45. This Bleckley, Houston, Pulaski, Twiggs till 8:15, likely going to be extended. That Lawrence, Trutland, Wheeler, Montgomery, that's until 8:15, or maybe 8:30. No, it's 8:15, so we'll likely lose that. And then we've got this warning way up here, Baldwin, Hancock. That's mainly going to be for Washington County, and that's going to run until 8:45. All right, I'm going to take a quick break here, and we'll hop back on in just a second. That's going to be far southern Houston, Bleckley on the south side of Cochrane, really on the west side of Cochrane, moving towards Hawkinsville and down into Eastman. In 1 minute, we'll lose this warning for Wheeler and Montgomery. We'll also lose the northern end of that Dooley warning, but not the rest of it will go till 9. And we've got this one till 8:45. Yeah, so the Lawrence, Montgomery, Trutland, Wheeler, that's going to go away at 8:15. That's what that beeping was. And I suspect we will lose this as well at 8:45. No, I don't know. It's still got some strong winds in there. So we'll see. So 8:15 will come around. We'll lose 2 of those boxes, and it'll look a lot cleaner. Actually, 3 of those boxes, and it'll look a lot cleaner. That's them expiring. All right, so we got these three warnings, and that's it. Let's move them right along and get them out of here. Fine by me. You know what? I'm going to punch up on this other computer over here, the radar, so that I can start building my 10 o'clock show on that other computer. There we go. We're just going to leave that up there, and we're going to watch these storms roll on through. Just anecdotally, oh, we don't have the high temperature yet. What is that dinging? That's not important. Waiting on the almanac data for the day. Let's see how hot we got. Let's see. Power out in Haddock. Anyone else forget it's live and try to zoom in on the phone? Hearing a loud boom from the ceiling. Grass fire, 500 block at 22 east. Tomorrow any better? Yes. Not as many storms. How much longer in the Milledgeville area? Leaving in the next 10 minutes. Looks like Cadwell, Rents, and Cedar Grove are now out of the path. I would agree. Really nasty out there in Hawkinsville. Severe storm is moving in as we speak. What about Dublin? Storm moving in to Dublin. Storm is moving into Dublin. McCrae, might miss the storm. Everything's moving about 20 miles an hour. Tomorrow, traveling back to Warner Robins. Not looking at a whole lot of this tomorrow. Spooky sky, getting windy south of Hawkinsville. Yep, storm is moving in. That's how that works. Storms look nasty in East Dublin. They don't have a warning on them, but they are pretty intense, as you can probably see. Wind and lightning picking up badly, says Charles. About Wheeler, Alamo, Glenwood, a few storms headed your way, but not severe anymore. What about Pinehurst? It looks like stuff's going to be come to an end there pretty quickly. Is it over in gray? It is over in gray. Pretty orange sky at the end of the storm. That's what you get when the sun's setting. How long is it going to be in Dublin? Another 20, 30 minutes. I'll be over in Dublin. I'm here. I just reminder that I'm working on the forecast too for tonight. Gotta have it for 10 and 11. Sounds like an update. Let's see what's going on. They're just trimming back that Wilkinson, Washington warning. You just saw that update on your screen up there. Good news there. I think we'll be able to lose that one too once it's gone, which will bring us down to 2. That runs till 8:45. Let's check in on some of the winds were the concern with this one. Not as strong as they were. Hail also not there, so that's a good sign. So these 3 is what we're left with for the next 30 minutes, at least. That beeping is a mysterious beeping. Don't know what that one's for. And that's updating the warning, taking Bleckley and Houston out of it. So Dodge and Pulaski going to run for the next 30 minutes. Where do you send pictures? You can send them to the 13WMAZ Facebook page, my Facebook page. You can text them to us, 478-512-1309. See a rainbow in front of the house. Says Connie. Thanks about Cochran. If you see a red umbrella on Highway 22, it's Sheila's. Sheila, I hope you get your umbrella back. Oops, I clicked out of it. Oops, I didn't mean to do that either. How do I get back to the... Oh, here we go. I think it's trying to calm down in Pinehurst. It does look that way. Rainbow outside the Food World grocery store, plus the sunset too. Yep. Probably making for a great sunset. You know what? Let's check out some of the sky cams. Oh, this is going to be good. This is going to be Atrium Health Navicent. There's a wasp on it, but yeah. Let's see if I can spin that around a little bit more. Oh, it would help if I punched it up so that you could see it. Well, let me get the camera set. No, I will come punch it up. Not, the wasp is not happy with me right now. All right, hold on. Here I come. There we go. There's the sun setting over Macon now. Back to the radar. See how much more thunderstorm energy we have. I'm guessing it's still a lot It's going to pop up. Yeah. It's not off the charts, but it's still a lot of thunderstorm energy we have to work with out there. Shirley says the wind was awful. Where was that, Shirley? So I'm checking in with the weather service, and it looks like we're not getting any reports from these storms, at least from them, from the weather service itself. So that's some good news. I'll be interested to see if they carry these along. And keep in mind, lightning's not a severe criteria for a storm. Just because you see a lot of lightning doesn't make it severe per se. But, it could be indicative of maybe some of the hail in it. All right, let's move these warnings right along. See if we can get them to expire. The sun is just going below the horizon now. Watching it here on the Macon Skycam over in the Weather Center. David, we're not seeing any hail, at least from what I can tell over here on my weather computer right now, which is some good news. If you're seeing hail in your community, let me know, though. Thank you for sharing your picture, Heather. And we'll be showing that tonight at 10 and 11. There's a big old severe thunderstorm warning that just popped up. That's going to be Statesboro, Claxton, out towards Metter. Surprised the ones in Dublin aren't warned yet. Yeah, I'm not seeing the winds with them. You know, just because there's a lot of lightning doesn't mean that there's you know, a lot going on in terms of severe weather, because that's not a criteria. All right, give me just a second, and we'll be right back. These storms. That is my hope. That is my hope. So coming up on 8:45, we will lose, I think, both of those warnings. No, the Dodge Pulaski one goes till 9. The Crispin Dooley also goes till 9. But I'm not seeing a reason for that to be continued. Same with that. Honestly, we might lose all of these at 9. No complaints out of me. How long are we going on here? 6:30, and it's now 8:30, so over 2 hours now. All right, so that was a warning being updated, that beeping. That is going to be, decks are going to get any more? No. Let's see what that warning being updated was. Uh-oh, I accidentally closed my NWS chat. Hold on, let me reopen it. Record high temperature set in Macon, 101. Ties the old record of 101 set back in 2016. That's what the beeping was. There's 1 degree off with my high temperature today. Can't win them all. Let's see. I thought the one was done in North Dublin, but here comes more. Yeah, it looks like the lightning picking up there. It almost like the two main cells split up and formed a weaker line. Yeah, I could see that. I would agree. I would concur with that. I would concur. Let's see what's going on. So it looks like they're just going to continue with the strong storm advisories out to the east. So that's some good news. 8:45, we've lost that warning. I'll tell you what, I think we're getting ready to sign off here. These two go for the next 15 minutes, but I do not see them staying above severe limits. So that would be some good news. So maybe we'll be signing off here in a few minutes. It looks like some hail north of Rochelle, but not at severe levels. I'd give the all clear for Pulaski. Maybe still hang on for a few more minutes in Dodge. Yeah, they just put a significant weather advisory out for that Wilcox storm. So I'm here watching it. I'm also getting stuff ready for the 10 o'clock show, just in case you're wondering why I'm not talking. Getting some of your pictures pulled in so that we can show those. See, Dudley, all good is there. Heavy rain and wind in Wrightsville. That's not severe though. What about Crisp County? Severe storm, technically a severe storm at this moment, but not a concern. Ian saying he's got hail in Johnson County. How big is the hail, Ian? Is it quarter sized? I would like to know if you don't mind. All right. We got about 9 minutes left, and I don't think we're going to be seeing a reissuance. So I think we're going to lose all the warnings here in 9 minutes, which means we will sign off of Facebook Live, sign off the website, and all of that. So some good news on that front. We're going to let the warnings expire just to make sure first. And hopefully that'll be that. Still a lot of lightning near Wrightsville. All right, so here's what we're going to do now. Jakey, if you're listening to this, we are going to, I'm going to leave the radar stream up. I'm going to sign off here, but at 9 o'clock, as long as these warnings disappear, we're going to sign off of Facebook Live and the website and all that, because we won't have any more active severe thunderstorm warnings. If I come on before 9 o'clock and I say we've got a new warning, then we'll stay on for a little bit longer. But the plan as of now is for this to end at 9 o'clock. So we're going to continue to watch these. Of course, we'll have the latest for you tonight at 10 and 11 on 13 WMAZ.